So, a little bit more progress with the houses. Give them another coat of paint. I'm still not really satisfied with finding a final result for the breeze blocks. There's that one on that colour and this one on that colour. I was going to sort of weather it down and make it look a little bit shabby. So I haven't quite wanted to get them done, but it just hasn't happened. And the 47, choose the sound, or choose the speaker to go in it. She's still there. When I get a chance, I will do that in another little separate update, but I think it's the little flat speaker, down to the fact that there's only one person actually put a comment on there with regards to what speaker it is, but I think the consensus would be that either way, because from my ears it sounded better, and I've used them in a couple of other fitments. You're a bit limited to what you can get in them anyway, but that sounded better than the other one. The other one distorted a little bit more. It sounded worse on camera than it does in person, but yeah, so there'll be that to do, and add to the the Network South East fleet. An order from Derails today. Not everything I ordered is well, in stock when they say it's in stock, so that they've got to send off another item when it is. So we got some Wills concrete blocks for scratch building. Ah yes, 2 old price tankers, because the price people are paying for second-hand tanks plus your postage, well, I might as well buy a bloody new one. These are 26 quid, well they were, there ain't any left now. I did search high and low and couldn't find any. I bought 3 from my local model shop last year with the last of my father-in-law's bequeathment, so I bought a couple more. They're a little bit modern for my era, but only just, and well, you know, I don't care. I wanted tankers, and I'm not paying 28 quid and 45 quid for second hand ones when these are 26. So we got the last 2 they had. Another bit of nice bubble packing. What's this? This. Did I get doors? I can't remember now. No, that's a trackside kit. That should be the ratio fooling. It's another little project to illuminate. Will be another challenge. That plus the office makes the same as their other kit, which is more money. And they didn't have it in stock. And yeah, is it me or have these got smaller as well? I'm sure they used to be bigger than that, or is this the toy size one? Anyway, I wanted some of their stuff to compare it with my cheaper alternative, and there's a couple of other ones, or one other on back order, which is the one I wanted, sod's law, for those trees, because it's more of a leaf type material. So that's the mailbag today, along with all the way from good old China. I got another set of these lights. They were 80 pence for 5. Looking on a UK site, they wanted £5 plus shipping for 2. Yeah, can't compete on that. £5 for 2, and if they're buying them from a wholesaler, they're not even paying this. Not just Hornby that rip people off. Right, so Bit more progress on the rough scratch together house, the damaged one that I got the bodywork or the framework changed with a new one, and I thought, well, I'll have a go at making another one. So obviously I haven't got any bottom windows, and there's nothing available that will fit them. I managed to get the fair price models ones, which were all but a slither too small. So I had some 1x2 plastic strip, which you might just be able to see at the bottom there as a windowsill, which is just sort of filled in around the edge. They're a little bit narrow, as you can see. There's a, it doesn't really sort of make any difference when you're not gonna notice that. And I had to make a concrete capping out of that leftover laser kit bits and pieces to mimic the one that is supplied with the other kit. And I used tile grout to do the mortar, which in turn has had some abrasive effect on the paintwork and removed some layers, which has achieved, as you can see, a sort of more rusticy, weathered, worn look to it, akin to sort of, you know, frost and weather damaging bricks, because obviously this kit is a bit gnarly anyway from the overzealous laser treatment. I did notice if you sort of miss out a little tiny patch, can't see it here, you know, with no mortar in it, it looks like, you know, damaged brickwork, old bricks that need pointing up. Obviously most of that's not going to get seen because obviously it's low relief, but yeah, the fair price models, laser cut windows, and I just used a bit of plastic sheeting from some packaging, although they did supply some acetate. So I'm quite pleased. I don't know where it's coming out on camera, it's a little bit pale. I did coat it with a matte varnish in the hope that it would sort of dull it down. If you wet it, it sort of goes to a more darker finish, but as soon as it dries out it lightens up again. There are a few photos on my Instagram page, which I've now started an Instagram account for the model railway, which seems to be attracting a little bit of interest. But I just thought it's easier just to do little snippets and updates and bits and bobs, and just put them on there. I know there is a community tab thing, isn't there, on YouTube now, but I don't know whether there's a, you've got to have so many subscribers to be able to do that. And then again, I just utilised the little plastic strip and just PVA, well, the Gorilla wood glue, just cut it to fit to make a window frame, and I'll just put some glazing straight over that to make it look like a more modern window has replaced the older style. I'm not going to attempt Georgian bar windows on this back model. As I said before, this may sort of have a look of being under repair or refurbishment. So I've got to figure out how to do a set of doors. I did see someone does a sheet, a laser cut sheet with double doors. Whether they'll be the right size or whether I have a go with a piece of plastic card and try and score some lines in it and make it just look like two solid wood type doors, and have a go at that. But that went sort of chucked it together last night and done these little bits as a late night session. And I also done the caps for the chimney similar to the other ones. I just had some plastic tubing that I trimmed down to make the pots. Used the same method. I had a fairly generous dollop of PVA and left them alone to set, and then used the modelling paste to build up a shoulder around the pots to simulate the mortar bed, and those ones are painted in, what was it, find the bloody thing, that's the varnish, this one, which is supposed to be a concrete. It's a bit, well, obviously it is a bit concrete, like very freshly laid concrete. It's a bit light coloured, so it'll either be a case of weathering it down or giving it another coat of something else. The other one I done, which is the one supplied with the kit, is a bit too dark, I think. I certainly haven't got any more of that colour, although that says that's concrete, but I used that one, which is a Vallejo. And the lintels and sills are painted in this Citadel Terminus stone. But I think I shall still weather this down a little bit just to sort of take the fresh newness off the white coat. But that's as far as I've got with them. They are taking a bit longer than I expected. Everything does with my life. So this one is more, I've repainted this one with the tan colour, which is a similar mix to what that one had on it, but I just wasn't happy with the sort of paleness of the other one. So what I'm going to do with this one to make it look a little bit fresher is to coat this with matte varnish before I do the mortar. So it's got to wear the varnish off before it starts wearing the paint off, so it won't be quite as heavy as that one, I'm hoping anyway. And we'll see what that one comes out like. Obviously this kit's a little bit cleaner finish because he got his laser settings right on this one. Then I'll just reseal this one and then pop the windows in and stick the chimney caps on. And obviously I've got the glazed windows to go in this one. I did paint this again. Was it this one or the other one? I think it might have been that one that I started to lose the mortar line definition with the layers of paint, so it's sort of like, I'm just going to have to leave it or have to strip it all the way back. But I think I should just weather this one up, make it look a bit sort of a main street grubby little takeaway or Indian restaurant or something. Probably one with a 0-star rating for food hygiene, you know. And this one will be the old boozer, just to make them look a little bit different. But I don't know how to do the signage because I don't possess a colour printer to do the Taj Mahal or something. But anyway, that's as far as we've got modelling wise. I want to clear the decks and get these out of the way because obviously I want to do the locomotive, get that sorted. And we've just done a deal with a model shop on something else, which I will feature in an upcoming episode when they turn up. And that is it, folks. No more this week. Catch you again.